All right, we're going to get started with our core work. So we're going to come down with our ball. Everybody come on down, grab your ball, and we're going to take the ball in our hands as we lie down on the back. You're going to bring the ball overhead. The legs are coming out at 45 degrees. We're going to pause right here. Then you're going to lift up, shoulder blades off the floor, put the ball between your legs. Same thing. So you're going to reach your hands overhead, but this time you're squeezing the ball between those legs, and then repeat that. So every time you come up, the shoulder blades are lifting all the way off your mat. You're going to extend the arms overhead, legs are in that V, and repeat. Now, as always, we're doing this in slow motion. So you're taking it as slowly as you can possibly go. We're going to try to get the legs as straight as possible, keeping the lower back pressed into the floor. Really lift those shoulder blades up. Focus on the breath, so we're never holding the breath. Get that upper back a little bit higher. And we're going to do that a couple more times. It's really normal for the lower back to get tired. Usually the lower back is going to fatigue before the rectus abdominis, so just know that that's normal. And let's do that one last time with your ball, moving slowly. And then when you finish, you're going to briefly hug the knees into the chest to hold on to the ball. We're not done with it yet. Now you're going to take the ball and you're going to put it in between your thighs. You're going to squeeze the ball and the legs are in tabletop. So the hands are behind the head. Let's go into our full body crunch. You're going to crunch the knees into the chest, and then we extend the legs out, squeeze the ball. Now you're going to bring the knees into the chest, and then this time you're going to bring the toes down. Toes are going to tap without arching your back, and then you're going to crunch in. So you're going to alternate. One rep is legs extended out, 45-degree angle, crunching in. The next rep is going to bring the toes coming to the mat. Good, focusing on the breath. So you're alternating, extend those legs out, really squeeze the ball. Now when you're squeezing the ball, you're going to notice the adductors getting a little tired. That's normal. Just changes the contraction a little in the rectus abdominis when we're squeezing that ball, but changes it in a good way. So really squeeze the ball, extend those legs out. And you're still keeping your lower back pressed into the floor. Especially when you do the toe tap one, make sure you're not lifting that lower back up. Protect the low back. Normal to feel some fatigue here. Now let's do one more of each. So you're going to do one more with the extension of the legs. You're going to do one more with the tapping of the toes. And then when you finish, you can ditch the ball, put it off to the side. It's okay if it rolls away. And we're going to just hug those knees in, side to side. Okay. Right leg is, everybody's like, now we're tired. Right leg is straight up, left leg extends straight out. Bring your right arm out to the side. Left fingertips come to the outside of the right ankle bone. And switch. So the upper back is all the way off the floor. Really lift those shoulder blades. Place the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Look down at your belly button. You want your legs to be totally straight for this one. We're pointing the toes. And you want to get the heel close to the floor, but don't let it touch the floor. So no cheating. You're not going to bounce that foot off the floor. Same thing with the arm. The arm is going to extend way out to the side, but it's not touching the floor. It is normal for your neck to get a little tired. This is not going to hurt your neck. It's important to say that. We're keeping the lower back pressed into the floor. So principle of the long lever, the straighter the arm, the straighter the leg, the harder your core muscles have to work. So we want that arm to really extend out. We want the leg to be really straight. Good job, everybody. Let's do that one more time each side. Excellent. And then when you finish, you're going to hug the knees in. Grab beneath one knee. Help yourselves up to seated. We're going to grab our gliders. Okay, so we're going to take the gliders. If you don't have these, they're in the closet on the floor in a little gray bag. So we're going to come over, away from the mat. You can't do this on your mat. It won't work. Put your feet on the gliders. So kind of your toes on the gliders. We're going to come to a plank position. You might need yoga blocks if you have wrist issues. Slow motion mountain climber. Right knee crunches in. Extend that leg out. Left knee crunches in. Extend out into a plank. So you're going to alternate going very slowly here. Slower is better. Crunching that knee in. And try not to pike your hips up. So you're keeping the hips down. You have that neutral spine. Fingers should be spread out wide like starfish on the mat. Let's do 4 more. Take your time, really slow it down. No momentum. And then when you finish your 4, come back over to the mat. We're going to stretch it back, child's pose. And then we're going to come down onto the front side of the body, extending those arms overhead, Superman, Superwoman. So we're going to extend, lifting the left arm with the right leg. Point the toes, squeeze the glutes. Look down at the floor. Now you're going to lift your right arm, left leg, point the toes, squeeze the glutes. You're going to repeat that, lifting opposites, and you're going to pause with that lift. Now remember, the hands, arms do not touch the floor, so no cheating. If you want this to be harder, get your arms straighter. So we're back to that principle of the long lever. If it's too hard, just bend your elbows a little bit more. So we're focusing on an important part of the core, which is the lower back muscles. We don't want to have strong abdominal muscles and weak lower back muscles. That's a recipe for injury. Keep looking down at the floor. And now we're going to do 4 more singles. Going at your pace. When you finish, place your hands under the shoulders. Let's come up to Bhujangasana Cobra. And then bring it back to child's pose. Nice job, everybody. All right, we're going to flip it back around onto our backs. So now, you're going to slip your hands underneath your booty. Take the legs straight up in the air. We're going to point the toes. Crisscross as we open and close, work our way down to that 45-degree position. And then when you're here in 45, you're going to stay here for 4 to 6 reps, and then slowly work your way back up. So the legs are totally straight, and you're doing this as slowly as possible. Don't forget to pause in that 45-degree angle. We have our hands underneath our booty to support the lower back. Just makes this a little bit easier on the lower back. Pay attention to your breath, not holding your breath. Looks good, everybody. You guys look strong. Get those legs a little straighter. Make sure you're pointing the toes. That's going to affect the contraction there, especially in the rectus abdominis. Now we're going to do that one more time. So you're either going up and then down, or down and then up. depending on where you are in your pattern. And then when you finish, hug the knees in. We are gonna wrap it up with our Pilates 100. Everybody loves this one. Every time I say that, there's like bones and groans. Okay, so you're gonna start with the arms. The arms are important. You're kind of flapping the arms, but they're totally straight, so you have intention here. Now everybody look at my back. So my back is here, it's not here. I'm not taking a nap. So we're gonna flex our feet, slowly lower for a count of 5. Keep those arms going. Point the toes, you're lifting for a count of 5. That was 10. Lift the shoulder blades a little higher. We're lowering the legs, get the legs straighter if possible. We're lifting with pointed toes, that was 20. Flex the feet on the way down, get those legs a little straighter. Point the toes, there's 30. Can you lift those shoulder blades up a little bit higher? Flexing on the way down, pointing on the way up, that's 40. Place the tongue at the roof of the mouth. It is normal for your neck to get tired. 50, you're doing awesome. Strong finish here, you're more than halfway done. There's 60, get those legs a little straighter. Flexing on the way down, pointing on the way up. That was 70, almost. Flexing, pointing, there we go for 80. 2 more sets, you got this. Lift those shoulder blades a little higher. That was 90. Strong finish, big finish. 100, rest the head, hug the knees in. Good job, everybody. All right, let's get set up for strength training. So today you need your step. Morning, Celine. You need your